Hello everyone, have you used Excel to plan your trip? Have you used Excel to manage your budget? These are two templates in the Excel for planning the trip and manage your budget. No matter what major you are studying in, you must use Excel to deal with the data. Today I'm going to introduce the power of Excel. My name is Qiwen Guo. I have done several engineering projects by using Excel. Today I'm going to introduce what you can do in the Excel and hope after this speech you can have an idea about how you can analyze data in the Excel. I have three main points in this speech. First, the data collection and data analysis and data visualization. First, the data collection. We can collect data manually and automatically. The first time I use Excel is when I was in the middle school. I helped my teacher to collect the grades of my classmates. It is really easy to learn. It takes only 5 minutes for me to learn how to type in the grades into the Excel. Also, when I do the experiment right now, I still use Excel. I can read the data from the thermometer, from the scale, and whatever monitor, and then type into the Excel. But what if I want to run the experiment for hours or for days? I cannot keep reading the data for a long time and then type it into the Excel. But Excel can help me to deal with this problem. Excel can collect data automatically. The computer with the Excel connect with the terminal board and the sensor. After we program the Excel can control the sensor and then the data can be collected for a long time. After we collect the data, we need to analyze data. First, there are thousands of built-in functions in the Excel. We can calculate the mean value, we can calculate the standard deviation, we can calculate the confidence interval in the Excel. Also, we can forecast the data. We can find the trend line of the data to find the relation of the data. And when you want to do the financial case, you can Excel function to calculate the future value, the profit value, and the net profit value. Also, you can use the function to calculate the data conversion, dollar conversion, to calculate the payment, to find out the interest rate and the yield. Other than the financial and statistic, there are logical functions, date and time functions, engineer functions, and web functions. The advantage of the Excel, using Excel to analyze data is really easy to learn. We can just click the buttons to analyze data. And when you want to program, there isn't a complex syntax. There isn't line-by-line coding. You can just program your formula here, and it's just basic English. After we analyze our data, we need to show the data to our customer. We need to present to our customers, to the boss. But Excel is really good at the visualization. There are basic charts like the pie chart. This is an example for the Evernote on May 19th, 2009. They are show the user of the different distributed by the different platform. Like we can see from this pie chart, there are 36% of Windows user, there are 28% of Mac user, and there are 20% of the iPhone user. It is really easy to show the data distribution by using the chart. Also, we can see from this figure the excuse for the student being late for class. We can see the forgot to set the alarm is the dominant reason for the student to being late for the class. It's really easy to show which one is the dominant reason. Also, we can plot our experimental data using the scalar plot, and we can draw a linear turn line to show the relations of different variables. Also, other than the linear timeline, we can use exponential or power timeline. Other than the basic chart, you can connect Excel with the Power Wheel. The advantage of this is it creates interactive relation for people to show the data. This is an example from the Microsoft Office website. It shows the temperature distributed in different areas. We can see it is a map. It geographically related data on an interactive map. It's really obvious to see the temperature distributed in different areas. These are two plots. One is plotted by the MATLAB and the other is plotted by the Excel. We can see using Excel to plot is really beautiful. And MATLAB is a software, engineer software for analysis data. So yeah, it's very beautiful to use Excel. In conclusion, we can use, I introduced three main functions in Excel: data collection, data analysis, and data visualization. We can collect data manually and automatically, and there are thousands of built-in functions, and they are very easy to learn. Also, we can use Excel to visualize our data. There are a lot of basic charts, and we can use Power Wheel, and it's really beautiful to present the data. Okay, after consider all this amazing stuff in the Excel, do you want to try it yourself? You can open your computer and open your Excel to explore it by yourself right now.